Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Corgi Small Studio on the expensive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep 3. As always, if you would be so kind, you guys are doing a great job. Please keep it up, giving us that thumbs up. Man, I'd like to know you're out there. We really appreciate the effort. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just click the rectangle, then click the bell. That way you're going to be notified each and every time we put up brand new content. So, make sure that you do that. And of course, we want to know what you're playing today. How's those NBA plays looking? Let us know what you're on, be it college basketball, soccer, maybe a little tennis, whatever you got worked up. Make sure you put it in the comment section. Put your odds in there if it's something that's unusual. Make sure that you put the odds. Help me out there when I'm grading the plays. Put your best 5 in there. You can put more if you want, but we'll grade out the first 5. You get them right, we'll give you the shout out, and you get enough of them right, just like Corgi Small, you're going to be our capper of the day. Of course, don't forget to check out winnersandwhiners.com, our sister site over there at statsalt.com. Deep dives into every game every single day. Winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com for all your handicapping needs. Well, guys, what happened to you yesterday? Anything unusual in your world? Anything out of the ordinary? Holy shit! A lot has changed in 24 hours, huh? What a crazy day. NBA suspended for the for now. We'll see what happens with the games, and thanks to Rudy Gobert as a patient zero down there in Oklahoma City with the Jazz. Just crazy stuff. We'll see what happens. I told my premium subscribers, and I'll tell you guys as well, I'm sure you're getting the same feeling. I got a bad feeling about the NCAA tournament. I really do. I think the NHL is going to cancel today, and I think that scare with Hoiberg, I don't know, man. I think the first person that is at any of these games that gets it, I think we're done. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong, but for now, we'll just we'll keep on rolling. All right, we'll take a look and see how we did yesterday, and on our last NBA play of the year, perhaps. Certainly, my guess would be at least the last regular season NBA play. We had the Philadelphia 76ers continue their home mastery, and they absolutely did against the Detroit Pistons. No problem there. And we had the New Orleans-Sacramento under. So technically, we won that bet too, because it did go under the total. But no, that game was canceled. And we did have the Wake and Rake special there at 9:30 in the morning local time. Your Sacramento State Hornets and your Weber State Wildcats playing under the total 129, 120. Actually, I think it got down to 126 by game time. It didn't matter. They still made it at 116 because why? Nobody wants to play basketball at 8:30 in the morning. That's why they make it a punishment. That's why when somebody plays a shitty game, they don't hustle. That's why they all have to be there for an early morning shoot around. So it's a punishment. It's not a reward. That impeccable logic on my part actually paid off. So sometimes they're easy. Yeah, I don't know. How do people lose money doing this? I have no idea. Then on the premium side, hey, speaking of losing money, 1 and 2. Not an awful day. We had Colgate, like a lot of you guys really liked that play. They were right about where they needed to be. They were up 4 at halftime, but they couldn't put them away. They just jacked around and let them hang around, like alligator skin. And they ended up snapping them off at the end and actually beat Colgate. And we also had UNC. Man, was I wrong about that team. Holy shit, I really thought they were poised to make a run. Everybody was healthy. They looked fantastic against Virginia Tech. And you know what we found out today when they played Syracuse? We found out that Virginia Tech is a terrible basketball team because they absolutely got rolled up by the Qs. Did North Carolina. And we did have a little better luck in the Indiana game as they beat the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They beat them by 25, but if you were watching that game, not quite as easy as all that, as they sweated them out. Nebraska got to within 9 with about 7.5 minutes left, and then Nebraska promptly put up 3 points for the rest of the game. God bless you, Cornhuskers. Good to see you. Even shittier in basketball than you were in football. So we got out of there with a win. Like I said, I think they ended up winning by 25. So 2-0 we go, and 1-2 we go. That makes for what does that make for? I don't even know. Is that 3-2 on the day? All right, 3-2 on the day we go. 60%. That's what we shoot for. So we'll move on and we'll take it. We'll write that down as a victory and we'll move on. Taking a look first in the Atlantic 10, the VCU Rams taking on the UMass Minutemen. That's what she said. UMass +7 there on the neutral court. Guys, this is a VCU Rams team that has been overvalued since the injury bug hit this team. They have lost and failed to cover 7 of their last 8, including an 8-point loss to the Minutemen back on February 26th. UMass, they're just 5-5 straight up their last 10, but they are cover machines. They are 8-1-1 against the number in that same stretch. Minutemen actually are the 8 seed, while VCU is the 9. I think this is all about public perception, and surprise, I think the public's wrong. Give me UMass +7. That is just too many points. And we're going to take a look in the MAC. Nope, not that game. Not that. Although I was tempted. We had to have an intervention. Hi, my name is Scott, and I bet on Akron. So we're going to take a look at the other game there. The other early game in the MAC is the Miami of Ohio Bobcats. No, that's not right. Miami of Ohio Redhawks? Yeah, Redhawks, sorry, Ohio Bobcats. God, those teams all run together, I swear to God. Against the Northern Illinois Huskies. I like I like the under 130 in this one. This is a situational play for me, guys. These are two teams that were just under machines during the season. Both of them well under 500 as far as overs versus unders. And they're both trending severely to the under. Miami seeing the under go 11-1 in their last 12, while Northern Illinois seeing it go 8-4 in their last 12. Guys, and this is one of those deals where it's a bigger environment. It's a weird backdrop. There aren't going to be any fans there. That is just going to be absolutely freaky. I don't know how these kids are going to react. My guess is they're not going to just drain threes under those unusual circumstances. I think there's going to be a lot of balls clanging off the rims in this one, and I like this total under the 130. And we're going to finish up with the George Mason Colonials against the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Bonnies are a 4-point favorite in this one. You know, the Bonnies have really struggled with top teams in the A10 this season. Fortunately, the Colonials, well, they're not one of those teams. George Mason defense has been pretty awful lately, giving up 77 points per game over their last 6, and that is 8 points over their conference average, where they just gave up 69 plus per game. Both these teams have an eye on postseason play. Assuming there is postseason play, we've talked about the big dance. We haven't even talked about what happens to the NIT or the CBI, the CTI. I got a bad feeling about all of that stuff. I have a bad feeling about my job too, by the way. At least on a short-term basis, it's I'm no genius, but I'm pretty sure there's no games. There are not going to be any games to cap, so we'll see how that goes. Anywho, I could be catching up on my Netflix here for about the next month. Both of these teams, like I said, have an eye on postseason play. But so say Bonaventure, they actually have the tools, and they dream about making a run through the conference tourney and actually making the big dance. Like I said, they've had trouble with the top teams. We'll see how that goes. I don't think they're going to have trouble today. Bonnies, so far in the season, they have a 12-point victory and a 9-point victory over the Colonials. And this -4 feels like a pretty good price right here. Give me the St. Bonaventure Bonnies minus the 4 points. Give me the Miami of Ohio Redhawks and the Northern Illinois Huskies under 130. And we'll start the day with the UMass Minutemen plus the 7 points at the end of those 3 days. 3 days. At the end of those 3 games, could be the last day. We won't know until we know. But as it is, you guys can join me. Let's go out on a winning note. How about 3-0, baby? You guys can join me. We'll pick up our winning tickets. We will head back to the window. All right. Just a reminder, we will be putting our link to the premium service up in the description of the video if you want to get on the premium team. Assuming that we do still have games left, you might want to go ahead and get signed up. You know, honestly, I'm going to be completely upfront. If I was thinking about joining the premium team, I'd wait a couple days till we make sure the tournament was going to be played out. All right, that's just me. I'm just saying. Normally I'd pimp the hell out of it, but I would take a break. All right. So let's See how you guys did today? We had a rough day. Ain't gonna lie. It was a challenging day for a lot, but I got some words here. Pat Cogney said, "Nice read, Scott. Ceausescu would be proud." And I answered Pat. I said, that's why I like about the comment section, because only in the comment section of this video are you going to find people making Nicolae Ceausescu jokes about the ex-tyrant that ran Romania with an iron fist. So I love you. I love this. I love this audience. I love these commenters. I love you guys. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna name other ones, but you're not gonna see that over those other ones. You know who they are. You're not gonna see those kind of jokes. Top-notch humor right there, Pat. Talking about my speaking Romanian last night, and then Pat said the NCAA tournament's going to have a post-apocalyptic feel to it. 0 fans at the game. We may now be living in an entirely different world a month from now. Oh, boy. Those were pretty prescient words, huh, Pat? Absolutely correct. Said reading Stephen King's The Stand might be helpful to understand what's coming, but it's a really long book. Spoiler alert, that is my favorite book of all time. That is my guilty pleasure. I read, I read a lot. I read a lot of stuff that is not highbrow, or that is highbrow, but I like Stephen King, and I like The Stand, my favorite book of all time. Just reread it last summer, and of course I've got the complete 1,200-page unabridged version. And of course the only difference in the book and what's going on now is what did that have, like a 99.8% kill ratio? So yeah, it's a little different situation, but it's there's still definitely some similarities. Hopefully the power and the cable will stay on, man. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, if you haven't read The Stand, just for grins, you should read it. Now may not be the best time, but fantastic book. I recommend. Then Christian Kostya said that his wife found my Romanian hilarious. She joked that I sounded like, you sound like me 7 years ago. Well, Christian, considering that I've been speaking Romanian since, 9:30, I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks very much. And tell your wife thanks very much as well. Kyle Zakowski said, "I'm back." I think he said, "I'm back." That's probably better. I said he had to step away for a good chunk of time for PT school. Was losing too much sleep and time gambling, and boy, did it make it harder than it needed to be. Yeah, I get that, dude. Still been paying attention, though, and he made some future plays. I like Michigan State, Big Ten, plus 250. UCLA to win the Pac-12 at plus 7. And Washington to win the Pac-12 at plus 22. We can go ahead and take that one down. So good luck on your other two there, Kyle. Thanks for checking in. Hope school's over. Hope you did well, man. It was. I told you we'd be here when you got done, so I'm glad that you were able to slog your way through. Beatlemaniac said, "Damn, I love your logic on Weber State. I was betting it as the line changed from 129 to 126.5. Tried that. They took it off the board. Didn't get the bet in, and it ended at 116. And you didn't even use the term lock." Nope, even though I was totally joking when I used that word before, I learned my lesson, not going to do that anymore. So, thanks for the comments, everybody. As always, let's go on and see who had perfect attendance today. Our list of perfect attendance is Corgi Small, Jason M., C-Dub, Christian Kostya, Miguel Enola, and Kyle Zakowski. Assassin Sports, Derek Saunders, and the astute Aardvark, they all got juiced. Assassin Sports, kind of a bad break for him. He had one NBA play on that New Orleans game, so we'll call that juiced for the day. Our three money makers out there: Pat Cogney going 3-2 plus 80. Derek Finley, good to see him back in the fold, going 2-1 plus 90. And our capper of the day, you know him, you love him. He's usually first. He wasn't feeling good today, so I hope he's feeling a lot better. Hopefully this will help cheer him up. It is the one, the only. It is the T-Train going 3-1 plus 190 on the day. T-Train, you, my friend, are our capper of the day. All right, go out there and live your best life, man. That is a positive dude, and hope he made some real money yesterday. That's fantastic. All right, for the rest of you guys, hey, let's meet back here about 24 hours from now. But we have shit to talk about, huh? We'll we'll bitch about our bad beats, brag about our fat stacks, and we'll talk about what sign of the apocalypse, what seal has been opened today. So that'll be fun. We'll do that. All right, and then it'll be whatever day it'll be. It'll be Friday, and conference tournaments should be in full swing, and we'll just jump in there. We'll fire it up, and we will do it all one more time. Where would you rather be, huh? Amongst friends, talking it out, having a good time. You guys, as always, thanks for watching. Don't panic. Everybody be cool. Be careful. Be safe. Stock up a little bit. Get you some beans. Get you some rice. And, you get your toilet paper for a couple weeks. Don't go nuts, all right? Leave some for the rest of us. Because we're going to be eating beans and rice, for God's sakes. We're going to need toilet paper. So, with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Couldn't do it without you. Good luck on all of your plays today. And, you know what? I ain't going anywhere today. You're going to have to go to the window without me, all right? I'll just call mine in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.